And meow. Ooh, chat server's not working. Okay. Alright, so we're back at the Mendicant King A. What's the time? It's 2 o'clock. Actually, I'm gonna set myself up for success. Where are we? Alright. D's nuts. Alright. So there's these. So just before 2 p.m. daily, I will collect these. Sweet. So we've got 5 Webbit seeds. I can waste some more. Excellent.
A morceau, a snack?
Alright, Cogah. Done.
Bring us back a morsel next time, hmm? My palate is so very dry.
Hold up. Let's keep that helm closed.
I know.
Alright.
More wasted coal.
Solace. Ready. Juniper. Needle's Eye, what are you? I think you're a greatsword? Well, that's alright.
Fairly made, but quenched too soon.
Okay. Alright, we got a whole bunch of stuff to level. Let's go do that then. So that's courage. Okay, so that's a grace attuned. Let's go finish leveling this guy. And a stealth for that matter. So that's spirit based, and that's courage. Okay. Schism. Alright, so what have we got here? Full smite, defense against stagger. Those will do. Okie dokie. So armor seems pretty dope. So 36 physical armor. Alright. And then what do we get for our medallion? So that's attack damage. That's courage. Grace spirit. Attack spirit. Yeah. I'll go this one. Okay, so we're at the Dermic Undercity, and we've got a 3-star. So let's go do that first. I think that will be good. Oh no. Excuse me, lady. Okay. Do. Hello, friends. Okay. Cool. Do. Mm. Do. Mm. Oh, damn. Okay. Excuse me. I gotta get this lantern, please. Come on. Get it. There we go. That was dangerous. Athemio, hello. How are you? What's been happening? Chat server. What's going on with the chat server? Hmm. So the chat server in game isn't working. Okay. Not that I really use it, but anyway. Oh yeah, they're definitely smite machines, the bows. Absolutely they are. Not even low-key, they are outright outstanding. Like, very, very good. Especially this bow. I mean, being part of the Paragon pack as well, I'm surprised it's not a 3-star, in all honesty. I think it rightfully should be a 3-star, because it does come with the Paragon pack. Hey, little dear, get back here. But there are, like, there's a lot of different weapons that can definitely be viable. It's just kind of figuring out, like, what kind of playstyle you like, but also how to just put things together. With, like, packs as an example. You don't necessarily have to use a pack specifically as it states. You can certainly do different things with packs to make them viable.
Your quotas have doubled. I suggest you meet them.
Alright, so what have we got? Bunny paperwork, and we've got a banner ad, so
you know what to do.
This will be nice. I probably will jump into a Cogah mode relatively soon. I just want to have a look at the Sparrowtails, see how they're going. And also just play with Bromius as well. Aiming in the game seems a little bit better too, which is nice. Alright, the Regal. Alright, we're gonna go get Mike Wazowski paperwork, and then we'll see how much of this standing that we can get for the Silent Rose as well. Reaper Dog. The Reaper boss of this version is really, really fun. It's one of the new bosses that got dropped into the Preludes. They're really, really fun to go up against as well. I'll see if I can go find one. And the Spider-Mom. There's two Spider-Moms. There's Sitchnell, the Dreadweaver, I think it's called. And then there's Etheldred, the Weaver. But you are correct though, Thamiel. The bows are definitely a smite machine. Very, very fun. And the cool thing is you can switch between both weapons at the same time. It's very nice. It's nice to see a little bit more of the camera connectivity is a little bit smoother as well. More so when it's targeting enemies, it actually works a lot better, which is nice. Okay, banner rat time. We'll see how the Bromius Pact goes against this one. I knew that this one would be rare. Lovely jubbly. So she should be in the tower just here. Just another banner ad. Holy, okay. She is not happy. But that's alright. We can just give her a nice little headshot. So 6,300 standing I've got. Silent Rose. I'm a little bit perplexed as to what's going on with the rep, but we'll have a look. Lovely Ascension. Okay, I'm gonna go to the Silent Rose because I do want to check out and see what's going on with all the rep that's been collected, not collected, it's maxed out, and then it's not maxed out. Very confusing. So, here it goes.
Ancient roots from which you've grown, voicing seed, take a
I am so glad that they added that into the game. Okay. Advent 0. Kobe. The Decadent Traveler. I love that name.
Envoy.
Right, so we've got 6,300 standing out of 30,000 at rank 5.
Wished. I can't think.
And that costs 7,500. Okay. That's pretty much the only thing I need from Silent Rose. I think after I've got that, I'm probably just going to bounce away from Silent Rose for a while.
Go with grace of root.
With the grace of Rude, he's just really rude. And I'm noticing that the chat server's a bit janked up. I wonder what's going on with that. Sweet Chicken Taylor. Lovely. I'm also going to go see if I can find an Endless Glade. I really need to level up some weapons. Yeah, have I got enough for the Cogah? I do, yeah. I actually pre-farmed a whole bunch of them before P12 dropped, so I farmed up about 5 shards, and I'm actually glad that I did. I had a feeling they would be dropping something like new talismans in the game, so I ended up pre-farming them. And luckily now, I think the requirements for them has actually been increased. To be able to purchase them. I think it's like 7,500 standing now per faction, so I think I've got about 2 or 3 left. Where are they? Shimmering Shards, yeah. Sacred Shimmer, sorry. I've got 3 of them, so I've used 3, and I've got 3 left. But I've been able to farm out. Okay. Cool. There is some weird stuff going on in the game. I also farmed out a whole bunch of like the sap tap from the Webbitwood area. Or the tree saps. So I think I've got, yeah, like 43 of the Webbit sap. There is a little bit of a map that's been put together to be able to find all of that. It is, but it's a lot easier to get standing now, at least from my experience. I think so. Like, I mean, I haven't really been doing a whole bunch of Sparrowtails, to be honest. I've been doing a lot more of the boss runs, and just getting all of, like, pretty much like the mainstay runes. I'm pretty confident there's only 1 rune that I've got left that I've got to go farm, but I've pretty much gotten all the runes in the game as well, which is pretty nice. So I want to be able to start playing around with different weapons. But there's just certain bits and pieces I just want to be able to level up. Just so I've got just a little bit of leveling stuff out of the way. And that will help me increase the overall level of the Envoy and the account that I've got at the moment. Linky,
Let
what's
us
going
not
on? How are you?
disappoint. Hunt me some gruel.
Gruel.
What? Am I not a persuasive spy?
Maybe,
Surely
Lady
you'll
D.
manage.
Maybe, Lady D. It's a lot easier to get steady now from my experience. I had to switch my faction to be able to get faction rep. Interesting, yeah. I've been part of the Silent Rose, so I'm actually thinking about switching away from them to the Kith of Kings. And see how that turns out, because the rep is really weird at the moment. Like, I'm noticing I've only gotten about 6,300 in, like, the last couple of runs that I have done anything, so I would assume to fix it, perhaps it is to switch to a different faction. So I am going to switch over to a different faction just to kind of see what's going on with that. I'm just going to get a little bit more of the rep with Silent Rose, so at least I can hit the cap. Not cap, but at least the amount that I need for the Rose's upgraded talisman. And then I'm going to switch over to a different faction. Because it's Monday as well, so I'm going to treat it like a Warframe's reset. I'm going to do the same thing for Soulframe, just so I've got a an identifiable time frame of when I can do things in game. So roughly 2 PM my time, I'll be able to collect all the Webbit seeds in Soulframe, but also I can switch faction per week on a Monday. So at least I've got that rotation. Even the Cogah runes. I've got most of the Cogah runes, yes. I was lucky enough to be able to get the rune from that everyone that I've spoken with who've been talking about it, the Flit Smoke. It basically turns you invisible. It's insane. It's very, very good. But I pretty much have all of the runes in the game, minus one of them. I love how he just summoned lightning for me. Alright, so what do we got? So we'll go up against a Banneret. That'll be nice. I'm doing well, Nikki. Well rusted, actually, to be honest. So doing a lot better. Kellerman, you got the dagger rune? You're talking about the Flit Smoke rune. It's very good. Absolutely crazy. Excellent. So we've got a level 30 Estelle. I'm considering whether or not I maintain this as a spirit-based secondary, or I can transfer it over to courage as well. At level 70? Level 70. I wish. Level 30. It's not actually ranked up to rank 30, even though that we just got that to level 30. Let me just double check it. Interesting. Maybe I'll have to go kill something else, but it certainly just came up with level 30 for Estelle. Maybe it's just taking its time to just upload the data. Now being able to get blessed joineries from factions, I think more people are going to play the Kith to get blessed joineries from him. Glath, yeah, I absolutely agree on that, especially for the Blessing of Mora. And Courage being so strong as it is, yes, I think there's going to be a huge influx of people into the Kith of Kings. I can absolutely agree with that. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it definitely will give us an opportunity to look at how the other factions are going to be placed. I really would like to see Grace be able to take a little bit more of a forefront, especially because range. I feel like if you could adapt the virtue of Grace to apply to both not just your faction, like your weaponry, sorry, but also like your packs, but also your weaponry. I think it would be really viable to be able to adapt the virtue that way, because I really feel like Grace is falling behind, unfortunately, and I think there could be a lot more room for expansion on the use of the virtues within the game, rather it just being solely focused in on Courage being the damage dealer, basically, of the game. I feel like there should be some diversification within the virtues that spirit duration, it actually makes things actually last longer. Like the Bromia's Song of Growth, as soon as you cast it, it will last maybe for like 5 seconds. Yeah, roughly about 5 seconds. As soon as these little plants disappear, the buff is done. And then you hear the slight background music come through, and then you hear the glow, and then it dissipates. So it's roughly about maybe 5 to 7 seconds of that particular buff lasting. I feel like it should last longer because of the spirit-based duration of like the virtue. And also the range of it should be expanded. So that's my understanding of how the virtue should be working. But in tailoring around Grace, I think it could be a much more viable use of the virtue itself. So I'm really hoping that it does actually apply to weapons eventually, not just the actual packs themselves. Abilities specifically, I think it should actually adapt it a little bit better and more to the range of our weapons on top of all of the nodes that we have at the moment. I think that helmet's a little bit busty as well. It's best on Orangul. Are you talking about the dagger rune, Calaman? I think it can work on a lot of different packs, to be honest. It would work very well on Orangul, I do agree with that, but it can also be very viable on a lot of other packs as well. You got the Howl, alt fire enemies with Juniper Smite. I switched to dagger and get invisibility. Orangul gives a smite on command, it's so OP. I haven't actually tried it, to be honest. I really don't use Orangul all that much, to be honest. I do like the pact, but yeah, I really just don't use it all that much. But I don't doubt that would actually be very, very strong. And I guess it would just depend on your setup on the pact itself, on how it actually adapts its smites. But also like the totems that you have too. Come on, bud. Get up. Nope. Come on. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can cheese this wall. That's nice. There we go. Alright, we're gonna get some paperwork. There's no fear of getting smite when you play Orangul. I guess so. But I mean, I don't really feel not getting smite at all. Like, I get a lot of smite anyway from all the totems that I've adapted on most of my equipment. The armor as well. I try to be a little bit more flexible, like with the output damage that I've got. I do kind of localize it around more, say, courage for now. But I mean, the other virtues just aren't really shining as much as what the courage virtue is. Alright, we'll go do the Ode with Sulcum, I think. I quite like these tanks. Boom. You want the Wild Orangul? Yeah, I think the Wild Orangul would be really good. I think a few of like the design concepts. I do like the Wild Pacts, don't get me wrong. I really would like to see the Wild Tethran though. Look pretty much what it looks like as the base kit, but then still have like the gold overlay on it, rather than looking like very similar to the Siren wild version of the pact as well. I just feel like they look a little bit similar. Bye-bye. And that is also why I like Estelle. It is just as strong as the Odiak, if not stronger. It's very good. Mainly because of extra 30 points. Well, yeah, I think it's a good idea that the base foundational packs, once you've maxed them to bond 30, you can actually overlay. Yo! Oh, yes, I do. Hey, Banneret, come over here. I've got a little play toy for you. Oh, dear, there's multiple Bannerets. Come down this way. Oh man, come on, down this way. Ah, get out of my way. Damn it. That did not work out the way that I wanted it to. That's so annoying. I want them to get down by their own landmine. That's crazy. Come on, over here. If I miss this, I'm gonna stop the stream. I'm kidding. Come on, over here.
Well
there we go.
done,
I don't know why that was so hard.
lighten this leaden shame.
So 6,850 XP I've got. So I really didn't get that all that much XP from farming this level 3 star. I'm gonna have to really check the patch notes on this. I really don't feel like the experience points are being as good as they should feel of doing a 3-star Sparrowtail, especially for a faction run. Alright, Bombstick Lady. Do you have both magic weapon runes? Arcstorm and the Cogah one. I've got the Arcstorm, Everflame, I've got Mistgale. I find it really annoying that we can't actually see in our inventory, like, which ones that we do have. Alright, so it looks like I'm missing 2 of them. So I'm not really sure what those ones will be, but I'm actually thinking I'm going to go through a Cogah run. Alright, so that one is rank 30 now. It's attuned to Spirit. But being attuned to Courage makes sense, because predominantly at the moment Courage is being used predominantly as our damage output. So I'm going to see if I can reforge this over to the Courage base. I would prefer to go get a consecutive attack damage with the throw distance plus 5 for it, so I'm actually going to wait on that. So I'm going to maintain that as the base spirit for now, I think. I could use this one for lifesteal, but I really just don't know how beneficial that would be. I guess I could try it. And then I can reforge it with a Blessed by Mora after, or I could just switch it back to the spirit. So let's give that one a try.
So we begin. Forgive me. Alas, a wretched waste.
Alright, so now we've got a Courage base, and even at rank 0, that still does an attack damage of 84. That to me is absolutely glorious. And these are both rank 30. And that gives me 84 attack damage at rank 0. I don't really know how true that is, but I'm going to take it for its word at the moment. With the Cogah talismans, I do have all of them at the moment. The Cogah Lorcan is actually really good. Physical defense, and then it gives you attack plus 5 damage and courage plus 2. The Cogah Grod, it gives you 2 of the magic and spirit boost in 2, plus a plus 5 attack. And then this one gives you your grace and stability +2 on each, and then +5 stagger, which is really, really nice, actually. So this is actually quite a good one, considering that it gives you a little bit more stagger. But I do like this one because it does give you a little bit of physical defense, plus the attack and +2 in your courage. On the magic weapon, I don't actually have anything else other than the actual Arcstorm rune at the moment. So I'm missing like one of the other runes, 2 of them actually. So I basically just use Arcstorm on all of these at the moment. I think you are, yes, this one is a Arcstorm. So I think there's another one for the bow and another magic rune that I'm actually missing. So I'm going to go do a Cogah run just so I can get my hands onto the other ones there for myself as well. So where are we? So I'll go head up to the Mama Spider, and then I'm going to do the rotation throughout all of the bosses, I think. But I do want to get a little bit more. I'm just going to run this 2-star though. I just want to get the Rose's Bodkin Talisman, the 2nd level of it, and then I'm actually going to switch away from the Silent Rose faction over to Kith the Kings and see how that operates with gaining faction standing as well. I knew that you're a pure white super rare. Perfect. It's even got curly hair. That's really cute. So any pure white animal that you see running around. So that one's called the Dart. And that's for magic weapons. So let's have a look at that one. Oh man. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, where's the magic guys? So that's the Spirited. That's Spirited. Okay. That's also Spirited. I literally picked up a gold-based squirrel, and it was not called the Spirited. It was called the Dart. Bug frame. Bone Rune is from Cogah Ruthos, and Magic Rune is from Cogah Wraith. Yeah, I think I'm going to focus those 2 for the Cogah run, but I'm still going to do basically a full rotation of the Cogah, just so I can get the feel for the rune drops, but also just get any extra copies if I can. And then what I'm going to do after that is probably just switch over to the Kith Kings, just so I can see if that actually fixes the rep issue that's in the game for me at the moment. Or like resets it basically, but I'm not going to sit there and just keep on farming Silent Rose rep if it's not actually working properly. It doesn't seem to be. So I'm just going to run this Sparrowtail, and hopefully that gives me enough of the standing that I want for the Rose's Bodkin medallion that I want to get. Gem, what's going on? A smidge of a tear? What? Smidge of a... What? Tear or tear? Got a few weapons crafting armor pieces, so I have Garen Root and Bromius cooking. Hell yeah, you do. Double whammy. When you get the Wraith Rune, I can give you Bromius 2000 damage slam setup. Let's have a look. I mean, the Bromius Slam does pretty well anyway. But yeah, let's craft up some big boy builds. That's definitely a fun thing to do. So how much standing do I have? I really wish that we could see the indicator on our map. Like when we opened up our map, we could just see how much standing that we have per faction that we have. Or if it even made it easier as well, just like hovering over the actual enclave, you could see how much standing you have with them. It's a bit of a thing going back and forth just to be able to get the standing happening. Let's go do this 1 star, because I should be able to see how much the standing is. Also finally got Orangol. It's almost back, so it's feeling quite comfortable to play. Nice. Orangol is a very good one, Jam. So, very, very good pact. Yo. This is a brand new area I have not seen before. Wonderful. I like it. Where does this take me? Dude, this is dope. This is awesome. Wow. Have you guys found this area before? This is really nice. Brand new. I have not seen this before. This is very cool. Very nice. I feel like this is going to be an entranceway somewhere as well. Alright. Well, there's nothing here for now, but I can guarantee that this is going to be a dungeon entrance or at least an exit somewhere. So that's just in here, and that's at the north. That's really nice. Are there any other packs besides the starting 3 and the 3 creatures that are easy to get? I mean, pretty much from like the base starter kit, you've got the Orangol, Garenrood, and Bromius. So, oh, you've got the Ode Tempest as well. I would still recommend picking up the Ode Tempest. Even if you don't really use it, it's good just to level everything that you can get your hands on in game. So that is one of the packs that you can get specifically more so from... I think you can actually get it from all 3 factions now. Or at least from Silent Rose and the Kith of Kings, I'm pretty sure. And there's Mora's Hand, which comes from the Kith of Kings as well. Mora's Hand is actually quite good now. It's very fun. Alright, I'm just going to run this tier 2. Reason being is because you can actually get the new Greatsword Needle Nose fragments from it. They run specifically through the tier 2. So I'm going to stay away from all the bosses just yet. And then I'll be able to pull people in for the Cogah run if you guys are keen to join in. Ode Tempest. Ode Tempest should drop from Silent Rose faction. I'm pretty confident that the Alka's Children also has it. And then Hand of Mora is with the Kith of Kings. That's the flame-based pact.
Synod is most pleased by your
Which I'm going to switch over to now.
Let us not disappoint. Hunt me some gruel.
So there's me Bromius setup.
Am I not a persuasive spy? Surely you'll manage.
And then I will take Hand of Mora for a run. I should level Oshelda. But... actually, I will take Oshelda. I need to level it. I've been sitting on that one for a little while. So that's 19. So that's Courage. Alright. Alright, so we got 30 points, 20, 10. We got duration. Yeah, duration's pretty good with O'Shoulder. Like, it will make the Phantom Flock last a little bit longer, a little bit more length on the Elder Bloom and the Bestone. So, duration, O'Shoulder's pretty much the most balanced packed out of the game, in all honesty. You can't really go wrong with it, which is quite a good thing, so. Wait. Which one do I do? Okay. We'll just go hang out and save some animals. That's really cool. The passive of a Shelter actually, if they hit you with a, like arrow, or like a dagger, or any sort of like ranged weapon, they can actually get stunned by the O'Shoulder's passive. That's really nice. When are you ready to go back to your faction? I'm camping near the area. Thanks, Blath. I'll just go get like this last piece of experience for the Silent Rose Pact. I'll just go pick up the last item that I need from them, and then I'll switch over to the Kith of Kings. So I'll let you know when I'm ready. It won't be too long though. Alright, so enemy targeting is a lot more, like, smoother. I have to admit that. It was really chunky before. It's feeling really good now.
You honor the lost.
Much better.
A rite of atonement.
So now I've got 7,650. I'm pretty sure that's just enough for me to go back to the Silent Rose. And get the experience that I need. I'm just going to be really lazy and just use the Weathered Seed. I'll have more tomorrow afternoon anyway. Cool. And then Glath, if you're keen, I can send you in-game name stuff as well. Or if you just want to add me in-game, Glath, if you're in-game, it's still SmoothOpurrator, same as the stream. I'll beat him up again later. Do you have any tips for getting Odiak? I've been running tier 3s and just got no shards of it still, sitting on my 1 Odiak. I would probably say like Nimrod is probably your best bet. Yeah, what Calaman said. Nimrod is generally your best bet. If you're running tier 3 Fables, sometimes the mage, the lightning throwing casters, can actually drop another fragment of the Odiak as well.
The Ootlin return.
The Ootlin. Alright, so we got 7,600.
No more gloaming, fella. You've had enough.
Yeah, so Bloom and Bodkin. I want to see what this builds into.
Assume your position.
Alright, so that pretty much is
Protect these old folk.
everything from the Silent Rose faction. So I will now shift away from them, and I will go to the Kith of Kings. I could switch over to the Alka's Children, but I don't think that's really viable at the moment. Unless I play with a little bit more spirit-based attuning, so... It's nice to see a lot of the... a lot of new players within the game as well. It's really, really nice. Very cool. What does it mean when Nimrod has the glint on one of his attacks? Can you smite him when he does that? What do you mean the glow? Can you give me the color of it? The flash is blue. Oh, that would be just him summoning lightning if it's the blue flash. It's basically like he calls lightning down to hit you. Yeah, okay, the tracking in the game for attacks is so much smoother. That's really nice. Even at rank 0, the Estelle does, like, really good damage. That's nuts. Dark Yawn, I've got your invite. Hang on. I've just got to take these guys out. Dope. Alright, cool. Nimrod empowers himself, gains health regen and more power. You cannot smite him. No, unfortunately you can't smite him, but you can mitigate his regen and all of his other stuff that he does with the Cloud Quell potion. Are you sure you have Silent Rose armors? I almost switched off King, and then I realized I was missing some Siren pieces. What do you mean, Caliban? Are you sure you have Silent Rose armor? Siren pieces? That's confusing. The Kitha Kings would be selling their Tetherin stuff, not the Siren. Siren comes from the Silent Rose. There's a blue flash when he's about to do Lightning Strike? Yeah, if you care about collecting everything. Yeah, I've got all of the base little... all of the armors from the Silent Rose, Calaman, yeah. As far as the Siren stuff goes, that would be coming from the Silent Rose, not from Kitha Kings. Kitha Kings is Mora, so that's all your strength-based items. Hey, the music didn't play. That's a shame.
Hail, servant of Mora.
You're joking. I've still got 4 hours to go? That doesn't make sense at all. I'm very confused about this. It said 2 hours yesterday, and now it's saying 4 hours. Are we not allowed to switch factions at the moment? They've started 2 sets of starting gear?
Charge on.
If you guys are referring to the Tempest leathers or the Forgetfire leathers, I've got both of those. I've got the Siren's plain hide, I've got Tetherin's tunic, and I've also got Oshelda's blues. I don't believe there's anything more than these 3 that come from the different factions. And then these are the 2 original starting kits for pretty much every single envoy. But these are the Tetherin's tunic, plain hide, and you've also got Oshelda blues. King Syndicate sells Siren Oshelda and Mora armor. I've got all the pieces of the sets, yeah. So I'm Kith, and he has a Shelda set and Siren set. Both are other faction starting sets. Okay. Yeah, I've got all the starter kits, yeah. Unfortunately, thank you for the teleport taxi here as well, Glath, but I can't actually run the faction. It looks like I've got to wait another 4 hours now, which doesn't make sense to me. Because I checked it yesterday. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff moving around the game at the moment. As far as, like, collecting items and stuff, like, I'm pretty good at, like, picking up on what I need. I don't think I'm missing anything. That's really strange that the music doesn't play. Oh look, there's Hollow Moth. I know them. Oh, the Ignemora's moved as well. There's no more Ignemora here. Shame. Alright. I think I'm going to prepare to go do a Cogah run, though. The music in the Kith? It should always play, though. It doesn't matter whether or not you're an ally or not. Maybe, but I'm also in, like, a different instance, and you're the host, so it may not be activating the music for me. also doesn't want to let me out. There we go. Yeah, it's probably because I'm not host, to be honest. So what I might do, I'm just going to dip out of the instance. And then I'm going to pull a Cogah run as well. So if there's anyone in chat who wants to do the Cogah run, we can do that. Let's have a look. I have 3 little singing seeds left. I could save them, but I am kind of being lazy. I do want to go farm out this chick. So I might actually start with her and work my way down. And then zigzag all the way through until the king.
Ancient roots from which you've grown. Voicing seed. Take us home.
Kratos and Wraith. Alright, she's just up there. So if there's 2 of you guys who want to join, we can do the Cogah run. I've got 2 of the Cogah potions active at the moment. I don't have Cloud Quell, so I am going to go get them.
Envoy, your aura is smelling rather drab today.
Bonsoir.
N'est-ce
Oh
pas,
no, I
Moritz?
need 2 Weeping Dress. That's alright. I don't need Cloud Quell.
Bring us back a morsel next time, My
Okie
palate
dokie.
is so very dry.
Poor little Verminia. I want to join. Okay, sweet as, yeah. Alright, so we'll chuck you in squad. And then if there's anyone else in chat who would like to join, I'm thinking what we can do is probably just maintain squad for the whole run. It probably makes it a little bit easier that way. I was kind of trying to chop and change it yesterday just in fairness for the squad, but I think what I'll do is just maintain it just for the entire run, and then I'll probably just do you're watching from bed. That's alright, Calaman, that's all good. If there's anyone else who wants to join in, you're welcome to before we start. Otherwise, I'll just run Cogah and then pretty much just work our way through. So I am curious though, you want Kratos. Is there such a boss called Kratos? Let us have a look. So where we got the hotfix? I'll just pull the notes up on the hotfixes. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's come through, which is actually really nice. Alright, so let's go have a look and see the Agari. So there's Nathan Glades and Dermot Undercity. Sichna the Widower, I know where she is. Gordo, I believe, would be in a different instance of the Nethans. Fortella Huel, or Forfella Huel, I haven't actually found that boss yet. Sinecure Errant Vela, I haven't actually found. And Gruul Seeker Sontaro. So I'm not exactly sure who you're referring to, Calaman, as Kratos. You changing gear, Glath? No problem. I would say... I might just quickly just... Nah. Yeah, I'll just quickly snag this one while you're changing gear, and then we can take on Ruthos. I've got her marked on the map. She's just up here, but I'll just quickly run this one-star run. And just see what's going on with the wrap. It does seem a little bit different.
You're in the Banneret
I admit that,
sector,
so...
Envoy. Will I wager my Drax on you?
Oh, nice. We got the slugs taking on the Sinecure. That's funny. That's hilarious. Alright, well, I'm just going to let the slugs do the work then. We've got our mini battle royale. That's actually really nice. So that gave us 450 XP. Okay. Roughly 350, I would say. Alright. Alright, so you're all good for your gear. Is there anyone else in chat who'd like to join in for the Cogah run? We may not do all of the bosses, but I want to give it a good crack this time. So I've got a couple of hours, so it'll probably take at least 2. But I generally hit roughly around like a 3-hour mark of streaming, and then I'm like, I need to eat. But I could take a break halfway through too, so. If not, we can probably look at doing this as a solo run. Sorry, dual run. You don't have enough rank with the French lady for Cogah? I would probably say best way to rank up her gem is just to craft your potions, but also I would complete the Bromius quest, but then also craft some color palettes with her as well. That should help boost her standing up to rank 2. And then she'll give you another little quest. You got to go do something for her, and then you'll be able to craft Cogah. Yeah, nice. Okay. Yeah, I would just work on the faction one that you've got. Alright. Well, it looks like we'll probably just do a duo run. I need to figure out where to get those flowers. Which flowers do you need to do? Okie dokie. Let's take on Brutos, shall we? Bye, Ruthos. We love your mushroom. See, that's so odd. Now my Silent Rose says it's max rank. Very interesting. Hey Zargan, what's going on? Just doing a Cogah run with one of the guys in chat at the moment. That's a really cool like wreath that you've got. Is that like another cosmetic item that we have access to? Or is that something just with that particular helm? That's pretty dope. That looks really cool. Alright, so what do we got here? So we've got a 2-star. There's more and more strange stuff happening. So we've got a 1-star boss, we've got a 3-star boss, and then we've got a 2-star boss. Okay. I'm just going to roll with the punches with this particular update, because there has been a lot of stuff changing. Like pretty much every like 12 hours there's something else happening. Jam, I'm not sure which flowers that you need. If you need something like Toe of Ode, which I assume that you would, it would be in Birdie's Bog. For most of the starting area around this area, you would probably need a lot of the weeping dress, which are yellow flowers. But for the most part, like, most of the flowers that you need will just, like, be all the way throughout the world. I don't think the stars mean anything. Yeah, I don't think the stars mean anything either. Not on the map. I just thought that was really strange that there's, like, a 1-star boss, a 2-star, and a 3-star. That's kind of funny. It would be kind of cool, though, if they actually diversified some of the bosses. I don't know which flowers I need. I'm not in game. Taking a small break after running all day. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Definitely take breaks, dude. Yeah, I'm not really sure what color palette you're after, so I don't really know what flowers to say. I would assume you probably need the Synod's Maiden, I believe. Is it Synod's Maiden? I'm pretty sure it's around this area. They're a corrupt flower, or you can get them through all of the other corrupt hours through here. Synod's Maiden is relatively rare, but you will find it. I know that that is for one of the color palettes. I wonder how we'll go against the other bosses today, especially Nimrod. I think Nimrod's the most fantastical one out of them all. This looks new as well. Oh, hey, little guy. Is this armor? You got your hands on the Cogah shield rune, Zagan? Nice. After a smite, my shield turns into a flamethrower when I block. I think that one... I do have that rune, but I have not used it yet. That's a townsperson. I should not attack them. I don't even think they've got like a soul, really, do they? We get a little rat. We love that. Yeah, the townsfolk you can't really say anything to. I mean, they do sometimes say something to you, but it's not really anything super exciting. I was playing a little bit with the Purity Greatsword yesterday. It's actually really fun. It's pretty strong. Very slow hitting, but man, it actually punches out quite a bit of damage, which is nice. Okay, so you do have to force select your envoy a little bit to actually access soul sometimes. That's kind of annoying. Hey, little duck man. The red journey. The red joiner, you mean? Yeah. Oh la la, what a fancy setup you have there. Oh, a very nice UI indeed for the stream. Thayak, what's going on? How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, it is a little bit more fancy. I thought I'd just kind of upgrade it a little bit. Make it on brand, you know? Shame that we didn't have a banner right here. That'd be kind of fun. Do a little bit of a battle royale. But yeah, I thought the UI update would be nice, Shakta. It was looking a little bit boring to me. How's it feel to be founder? I'm really glad that I got the opportunity to become one, to be honest. I really enjoyed the game, so I think it just felt like a good fit. It's also like the first major game or title that I've decided to actually jump on and actually do streaming, so it hits a few different levels, which is quite nice. So as far as saying like having access to the Founders Paragon Pack, etc., it's been really nice. Just kind of figuring out like everything, really. There's a lot to still unpack with it, so I'm just taking my time with it rather than just rushing through. But certainly enjoying a lot of the new items that we have access to, especially the Estelle. And then just kind of playing around with all of like the new weaponry, basically. Okay, so it still selects another enemy, even though that you've got a Soul Smite right in front of you. Okay. Yo, okay. Doc, where are you at, my friend? You got down, my friend. I will come and resurrect you. I did not realize that. Are you up on the hill? You need to pick up? Yeah, I saw that. Oh, shit. Hang on. I've got to finish this boss battle, my friend. Just bear with me. Otherwise, if I leave this boss battle, I get penalized with it, so... I'm pretty sure that you'll just stay in a down state until I come and get you, but I do have to finish this boss battle before anything. Ah, you sneaky mofo. Okay, so he's summoning stuff, and I can't see it. Ah, shit. This'll be a fun run, then. Give me something to take from you. Nice try. Jesus. Okay. So he's got follow through. That's dope. Now I'm soft locked. Wow. I've definitely given myself a huge amount of debuffs. I'm not the host of the game, I can't see any of his attacks, and I'm getting soft locked at the same time. I think I'm actually going to just bring Tad in for this. Otherwise, this is going to take way too long. So he must have... Does he have, like, another attack that I can't see? He must do. Oh wow, so he's got like new pylon attack. That's really cool. Okay. I am the host? Am I? Did I bring you in before? Okay. It must just be like the play then. Because there's a few things that I'm just not seeing and he's doing damage to me and I just don't know what it is. Alright, I'm just going to leave that mushroom there. And I'll come and res you. He must have some different attacks though, because I wasn't seeing anything register. But he was doing damage. So I'd assume it probably is just like co-play stuff. It's still a bit janky. Come on, bud. There we go. We love rock climbing. No one can join to help you? No, I understand that, yeah. I feel like he was just throwing out attacks that I either couldn't see, or maybe because it's just in, like, co-play, there's certain things that, like, just don't show up properly. That's right, though. At least the co-play works, though. As in, like, resurrection. You have to reforge if you want to change the joineries. Indeed, yeah. So things look like the lanterns you shot into a weapon. Jam, you're talking about the joineries, yeah? You can change them out? Yes, you can. If you're talking reforging, you can reforge your weapon with joineries. Jackter, this raises an eyebrow for me, not gonna lie. The reason why is because I saw the code for Soulframe sword comes out from old piece. Comes out like, what could that mean? The Soulframe sword comes out when old piece comes out, like what could that mean? It just means that they both release at the same time. Soulframe and Warframe in the same verse? Well, I mean, it's made by the same company, so I think you can have like at least a little bit of like cross-reference. Oh, nice, Miss Gull. So at least you can have like a little bit of like crossover between the two games. It makes sense too. Alright, so let's go for Bannerate and then we'll go for Mother Orb. Before I do that though, I think I'm actually going to bring Tetherin for this. Like I really do want to like level up her shoulder. But that boss fight just took quite a while. And I've got to level up Siren as well. I am at level 25 though. Bugger it. I'll keep on leveling this one. I got 5 more levels, and then I'll switch over to what's it called? Bluff. Also, by the way, have you got like a specific item that gives you that glow on your helm? Any shows I've been watching lately? Like TV shows, you mean? I don't really watch a lot of TV, to be honest. Oh, the Paragon pendant? Oh, okay. Oh, like the Parataf pendant? I'm wearing one of the Cogah ones at the moment. I was just curious, that's all. Yeah, I had a feeling it was a visual bug. It looks pretty cool, though. This chick is an absolute monster when she wants to be. My god, that is a lot of visual clutter. Diddly doodly. Alright, sweet. That actually just gave like another level, so I'm actually pretty happy with that. So I'll just keep on leveling this up until we've got rank 30 on that. Yeah, I think I really feel like the rep on Silent Rose is just all over the shop. Sometimes it'll say max, sometimes it'll be something else. It's kind of strange, but that's alright. Oh, you should 100% watch the Fallout series. Oh, Jackda, yeah, I actually have watched a little bit of that series. It is actually very good. Where did I get up to with that? I think there was a part where she basically is like just left the facility, and she's met like some doctor dude. It's a very cool TV show. I just haven't put much more time into that. I've just got different priorities than watching like TV. Perhaps I should though. Watch it a bit more. You're off to bed? Got that morning job? Nice. Take care of yourself, Zargan, as well. We'll take care of myself too. Appreciate that. I have not played Fallout, no. I have seen like some of the Fallout games and like actually look really cool. I was thinking about going to play like the very first Fallout, but I haven't really like made the effort to go get it. Maybe I should, considering it's like Black Friday sales. Oh, mother. Come out, come out. Oh, yo, what? She's got a really good web weave on her, too. I am not doing enough damage to this one, no. She's extremely tanky. Hopefully she drops the magic brain that we need. We'll see though. Alright, that is Mother Spider done. Yeah, so I've got max rank on the Silent Rose again. I'm not trusting this at all. We can go to Web at Woody. We should be able to get some of the Weatherwood sap on the way too. You've been hydrating? Gotta always keep the body energized? Indeed, I did. It doesn't really energize me though. Like I do have like water with chia seeds in it, and that actually kind of like helps a little bit with stuff. It was a bit weird putting it together at first because the seeds don't like gellify until a little bit later, but apparently it's like good for like your hydrating your skin, etc. So I thought it's kind of like having a snack and like a drink at the same time. It's kind of nice. But it is funny like having like chia seeds like in water. I just do it in room temperature water, and in about 10 minutes it does generate more of, say, like a gel, which is kind of nice. Get some sap over here. Multiple different sappies. Chia seeds need a little while to gellify. Yeah. It's kind of cool. Like, once you kind of, like, they gellify a little bit more, like, they do, like, work pretty nicely. It's, like, kind of, yeah, just like a snack and, like, hydration in one. I have been noticing that the servers are, for chat in-game are actually down too, which is interesting. Alright. Cool. All I did was cast an ability, I leveled up. That's lovely. I feel like now we can actually really bully a lot of bosses in game too. This guy can definitely block a lot of damage output though, especially magic and your ranged weapons. Better to get in melee, I would say. Okay. I think I wanted to switch up Matt's strategy a little bit. It is nice to use the bows, but I think I'm going to go melee. Now, yep, that guy, and then we can go down. I would probably say, I've switched it up a little bit. If we go down to Imp, I would say that let's just cross over and do the Curlal, and then we can swing back around, like through this area, because then we can go to the other Spider Mum. We can do the Wazard, and then move up to Kernold, and then just do the Nimrod last. I mean, I guess you can always do, like, the King as well, but I'm just thinking efficiency-wise of, say, like, the way that the run has been going. Now that they've got all of, like, the new walls and stuff in here, I feel like it's good to cut across here, do Fort Kernhold, because there's a giant wall all the way through here, but you've got these two on the other side of the wall. So I feel like just cutting down here makes sense. Coming through here, coming up to the Spider Mum, and then coming through here, and then going down there. And then essentially you can teleport to the King to finalize the run if you want. I've just kind of looked at it and I thought, okay. They've definitely changed out, like, the run, so it can definitely take at least a good 2 hours. But I mean, also too, I have been talking a lot. Alright, so what I'm thinking... That is still in place, is it? Okay. Alright, so we got that, and then we'll do attack speed, and then physical armor. I have been looking at the Forburn, which is kind of cool, and then the Durglint. Parries following pulse might reflect off your shield, dealing 50 damage. I think that's the one that Zargan was actually talking about before. But I'm going to use Forburn. And then we've got attack speed on that. I'm actually going to switch that up. With the attacks reducing armor. I have a Dagger Sidearm that has 25% multi-shot somehow. A Dagger Sidearm that has 25 headshot multiplier. I mean, if it helps boost your damage output for your bow, why not? I also got the new augment for the HEMA in Warframe, reach for 25 or wait, new augment for the HEMA. Oh, you're talking about Nightwave. It has Quicksilver. A Dagger Sidearm. Do Quicksilver even apply to a melee weapon though? I don't know if that sounds right. I mean, hey, if it's giving you the bonuses of the Quicksilver, and it actually works, then that's cool. Yeah, I'd be querying that. There's still like quite a few bits and pieces like I've looked at in game 2. Like for example, like I have I've got a blessed by Mora joinery on a few weapons, but it still shows the spirit attunement stars or icons by 2, which it should be showing like courage. So I'm just taking things with a grain of salt at the moment. With a lot of stuff, to be honest. I'm not going to guarantee anything myself. And as far as like certain things like not really showing up in game, etc., this is something that's to be expected with this update. So considering the amount of content that we do have in the game at the moment as well, I just think take things with a grain of salt and eventually things will be ironed out. It is a bit like, huh? That's weird. But essentially that is also what the feedback's for. Especially giving feedback to the guys as well. Nice. I would say let's go down to Cogah. I'm just going to make sure that we're on the other side of the wall. Yeah, so I would say that like we can work our way through here down to Fort Cogah. One, two, three. Or I guess we could even just do that and then go down to the king. Glath, what do you think? Should we do like Kernhold? I mean, it's right around the corner anyway. So I'm just trying to kind of figure out like new pathways to get through. So I guess we could do that, go over here to get the Spider Mum. We go do the Wazard and then we can finish off like with the king if we really want to. But at least we get the 2 sieges done too. So I reckon we should do Kernhold instead. It makes sense too. You're going to call it a night chapter? Alright, you have a good one, my friend. Good to see you in chat, though, too. Prosperous stream as always. Thank you. Yeah, you take care. I'm sure we'll talk soon. I'm not really sure about the joinery stuff, though, too. Glath. Like, it having an odd joinery from, like, a completely different weapon class that it's not supposed to, technically. Alright, we're going to do some Skyrim mountain climbing here. You are uber bright, my friend. You're definitely a shining light in Soulframe there, Glath. There is something I do want to actually minimize a little bit of, though, too, is the particle system. It'll probably just give me a little bit less clutter on the screen, which will be nice. Alright, champion, let's do this. Oh, she is consistently healing. That's really cool. The heal of these guys is amazing. I really hope that we get more sword and boards in the game. Like, really do. They operate so well. Alright, where's this other guy? Hopefully we're close enough to get that soul, and we're not. That's a shame. I hope you stay alive, my friend, because I'm down. Oh well. Do. I wonder if that's another thing though too, like once you get downed. Yeah, okay, cool. So you do get like a max health. Thank you for the res. Like being able to access like your shoulder healing. That's pretty sweet. Alright, where are we? That is the key that we need. Alright, so it'll be interesting to see how the big man up here goes. Nalrog. Oh, damn it. That's funny if we could do that, though. Hello, bird. Cool. Does he even drop like a mushroom or no? I don't think he does. That is A-okay though. Maybe we'll get the rare rune that we're looking for. Blessed by sucking, eh? Okay. Alright. Well, I guess what we can do, yeah, is go do Dimrod, and then the Mum Spider, and then finish up, like, with those two guys down there. I really hope that we get the opportunity to obtain the rune that I'm looking for. I think I'm missing 2. Have we got any mockeries up there? I have a feeling we do. Oh no, glass cage of emotion time. Alright, what mockeries have we got up here? We got a few. That's good. Sweet. I did do this Cicade the other day. It's unfortunate, though, that we can't actually get a Cicade version of him. Sorry, a Cogah version of the Cicade. Real shame. But I just wanted to go play it and do it anyway. Maybe that'll be added in later. Who knows? But I'm pretty sure Cicade was supposed to be kind of like a timed event anyway. Yo, duck. Be part of my inventory. The Drudger, eh? Okie dokie. So Dimrod. I do not have Cloud Quell, and I do have melee. I mean, I guess you probably could, like, do, like, the little dusk event, but I think once you've got the Trine Amulet, that's a possibility. Alright, let's take him on. I knew that was coming for me. Definitely watch out for his drop too. He's very consistent at dropping Whirlwind, though. Which isn't a bad thing. Do we get the Dorito ship as well? I can't remember if Martyr actually spawns or not. Is the Dorito ship around? It would be kind of cool if it was. Doesn't look like it, though. That's a super rare bunny. just gonna get stuck into my glass cage of emotion here, guys. Alright. While Doc's doing that, I'll just hang and save out the animals. Okay. Are we both downed? Alright, that doesn't work. Yeah, we're both downed. Yeah, I don't know how. I wasn't even, like, watching my health, but I'm pretty confident I did not have, like, less than half health. So, what does that mean? Alright, it's definitely not going to let us... Yeah, it's definitely bugged out. Oh well. I'm just join. Righto. I wonder if Nightfold will work. Nope. And then unstuck won't even work either. What's happening on your end as well, Glar? Yeah. I'll see if I can pull you in. Did that resurrect you, though, once I left the squad, though? But I don't know if it'll actually let you join, though, will it? I don't think it'll let you join. I'm sure it would just say, nah. I can't even get to the Nightfold, though, too. Unfortunate. I wonder if this actually does anything. Yeah. The whole entire server chat is down. Are you getting any notifications coming up for you, Glar? Yeah, it says you can't join. Okay, that's right. Alright. I'll just relog. At least we know that, though. But I wonder what that'll do, though. Did it save everything that we have? Yeah, okay, so it used one of the Cogah potions. So let's have a look at the Nightfold.
The envoy. It brings us a neighbor.
Alright, so I got 6 minutes on that
Then
one.
tell it we are busy.
And I need one more Weeping Dress anyway. Alright, cool.
Bring us back a morsel next time, My palate is so very dry.
It keeps all the bosses we've got killed. Well, I mean, we can go have a look again. Let me just have a quick look at... Sword and Board with Boreburn is really, really nice, but I just want to know what this is. Parries following Pull Smite. So if you pull an enemy soul and then do a parry... I'm not exactly sure what that means. So I want to kind of give that a whirl too. Alright, so that's going to cost 10k. Man, these are all little greenies. Let's have a look. Greatsword. No, I will have more in polearm totems, I think. Yeah, I see this purple. That's good. Man, this takes forever to do this. Oh, sweet. We got some gold. Okay, great. I'm going to keep 2, though. So defense against stagger, stagger on primary attacks, and 30. Okay, so that's not too bad. I'm not going to melt all these down now. That's just way too much to do. So what's that? So at least that's a 1. So 10 grand I've got to have to be able to level this up. I'm just going to stick with 4 burn for now, and then I'll go level up some stuff later. And then Greatsword. Attacks bypass armor, increase life return on regain hits by 23%. I find that this is actually quite an interesting one, but I'm going to put the attack speed back on just for now. Pull Smart restores 10 courage. Ooh, I like that. Alright, I'm going to bring along a Greatsword. I think that will be fun. Our shoulder is almost leveled, which is really, really nice. I'm going to put more into Tendril because I know that that passive actually works. And it's very good. So, well, we've got 6 minutes or less then. So, where am I at? I'm over near where Nimrod would be. So, I could just chug another Cogah and then we could see if he's actually... He'd probably still be there, I'd say. Was there anyone else in chat who wanted to join, though? Even if you guys need to, like, do some leveling of gear as well, you're welcome to join. And that is a-okay if it's just us two. I do like this greatsword. It's very Elden Ring look to this particular style as well, which is really nice. It's very Elden Ring. I do like that. I am going to turn off... where is it? Crosshair always visible. I just like a little bit less, like, stuff on the UI, if I can help it. Alright. Let's try this again. And then we'll go see Mr. Dimrod and see how we go again. He should be up, because we didn't get to finish him. Oh no, sorry, we did do Dimrod, didn't we? Let's go straight over to Spider-Man and just maybe go away from the trash. I'm pretty sure that's the doorway anyway, over near the elbow of the river. I still kind of find it funny that we got downed by the trash, though. The bombardier. Alright. Sweet. Wait, I love how we've got faction tails showing as well. That's funny. What kind of blast can we get from here? The Wazid? Yeah, I'll just call the Wazid. I mean, it's the Wraith, but Wazid, same deal. There's a lot of different names within the game at the moment. Alright, let's go see if we can actually take these guys on. They deserve it. This guy has got the best armor out of all these enemies as well. I really want this dude's armor. Alright, so we will go over to the Great Wall, and then we'll go take on the mom spider. She's pretty savage though, but still very cool. So every boss you kill, I think, increases their level. So it's just like consecutive leveling on each boss kill. Yeah, that makes sense. I do like the passive of a shoulder. It works very well. I really like this dude's armor as well. I really want that to become farmable. I really like the attack style of this Purity greatsword too. It's very cool. So we're just going to slick all the way up through here, and then we'll go see the Siege now. The Weaver. Drink, it's good boy, yeah. I bet you it is, Avocado. Well, it's good to know that though, like every single time that we do kill bosses, we do go up levels. Okie dokie. Let's go find that Sechnal. I really hope that we do get her though, or Sechnal. I'm not really sure how to pronounce her name. Okay, so we must have to go down through there. You finally got your 2 runes. They were for shield gem. Nice. I'm not exactly sure. I've got to do the wizard and apparently one other boss. Alright, so we've got baby spiders down here. That's always a good sign. Alright, little babies. Where you at? I really like this purity sword. It is very good. Oh, the sword and shield? Oh yeah, they're very good. I was just using the bog and myrtle just before. No, this is the purity greatsword. You can farm it out from the Mendicant King. It's very good. It's a 3-star courage weapon too. It's pretty insane. The Paragon is the like super rare, like very unique greatsword to the game. But I haven't really leveled it all that much. But I do want to play around a little bit more with the sword and board. They're very good. So I'll take the Iron Umbra for this one. But the sword board, the shield and sword are very nice. Sun's ass. I love these little dudes. They're awesome. Alright, so there is our target right over there. Try it, sip or die. I don't think so, little bird. I love the Cabbage Patch Kids though. They're really, really fun to go up against. This was the spider bum that actually got the 3rd rune that I was hoping for, which was the flint smoke rune. yo, you can actually down her? That's really cool. And she can also web you. Okey-dokey. I'm sure I'm hitting that button. Okay, there we go. Maybe not. Didn't know there was a boss in this dungeon. Yeah, there is. Sitchnal. She's the other spider mom. There's 5 new bosses within the game. And all 3 different tile sets do have another boss within them. You've got the opportunity to get Sitchnal from this one. This has probably been the most consistent spawning place for her. I didn't know about her. Helix Rook actually told me about this one. But there is another opportunity to get a boss from the dungeons, or the Undercity of Dermak, and the Blades of Anduran tile set also has an imp, a secondary imp. I just got -5 agaric. Okay. So that does bring us back out the top. So that was where the Mother Orb Spider is. So maybe she's best left later. So maybe even changing the rotation, as in do the Mendicant King first, come up to the Wazard, do Nimrod, and then do Spider-Mom. But I mean, you'd have to split the whole run up anyway, so... Same loot as the above world ones? Do you mean as in, like, the runes? As far as I'm aware, like, the only rune that I've seen drop from her was the Flitsmoke rune. I don't know if that's intended, but I got it from her. It's supposed to apparently drop from Etheldred, but I just decided to go and check her out, and apparently you can actually get the rune from her. There is a Glades of Anduran there, so I guess we can go do that one since we're up here. And we could go fight the Imp, which is in that particular dungeon tile set too. And hopefully he does spawn as well. I'm sure he will though. Doopy-doo. So yes, shield, sword, and board is very good. World is no longer red lit. No, it's just gonna keep doing a little bit of janky stuff. As long as we can see the debuffs, we'll be fine. As far as I'm aware, unless they also disappear at some point, but I highly doubt that they will. So we may come across the other boss that's in here, which is the imp. So he should be in like a glade-looking area as well. Excuse me, which is generally like the greenery-looking area, and it's usually got the arch in the middle. That's generally where the imp will spawn, alongside these creepazoids. He's usually over in the middle somewhere. So he will usually be around this particular location. But I wonder if he's actually spawned in here or not. Maybe he hasn't, unfortunately. Usually he will. So that's the exit. But there are mockeries in here, though. Alright, so there's a chest over here. There we go. Shame he doesn't spawn. I think that's the exit this way anyway. It's a very short-lived tile set though. Maybe I'll try this again solo. Maybe there's another place that he'll spawn though. I reckon maybe we should try something, like let's leave the tile set and then come back through. Even these enemies seem quite low level. And then we'll see if we can iterate this tile set again. Whoopsie. so does this pull us out the same glade area? Alright, so that does drop us back out at the right area, so that's good to know. Let's try again and see if he actually spawns this time. That's all corrupt. And that's corrupted area 2. And there's nothing done here, okay. That is A-okay. Do. I have a feeling this will be the endless glade. And it is. That's funny. I guess we can probably just do like a bit of leveling stuff. Might as well. I do need to get some leveling stuff done, so we might as well do it while we're here. Have you got some stuff that you want to level as well? Well, I'll probably stay like, if we could do like roughly about like 20 minutes, half an hour, and then I'll probably have to wrap up for a little bit, just so I can go, like, have some food and stuff. Sweet. I at least want to get this pack down to level 30, and then also probably the Siren pact as well, the Wild pact. I got plenty of items to level up too, so... Whoa, okay. Oh, I see what the glowing helmet thing was. Interesting that these guys actually start off at like level 1 and 2. Okay. I love this pact. Your shoulder is gorgeous. Wow, okay, so that's up to 29. That's good. So pretty much done. Oh yeah, some of the mockeries actually activate your rune too. That's funny. So what level are we with the patch? Wilder Shoulder. I can't tell its bond. That's a shame. At least we know that the Cogah mode does not work on the Endless Blade though. It'd be kind of funny if it did. Gotcha, buddy. Ah, that's cool. So it does adapt only to the floor when casting Elder Bloom. That's really nice. Awesome, so we just got a shoulder to 30. Alright. Just while these... Oh, no. Alright, I'm just going to dip into the Nightbolt, just briefly, but if you can stay in the Nightbolt, that would be awesome. Otherwise we'll lose the instance of it. I'm going to bring out the older stuff as well. Pact-wise, what have I got? So our shoulder's maxed. Alright, I'll just bring Siren, and then that'll be pretty much all the packs and some of the weapons I've got available to me maxed out, which is nice. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring the Purity instead. Purity can get leveled, as is the Estelle. And then we can probably finish off with the Wazard as well, and hopefully we get the rune from him. 2 levels already. That's hilarious. Three levels. That's funny. I'm not gonna lie, I would love to see this like shadowy kind of glamour change to a very similar effect of the rune that we've gotten. The Flit Smoke rune. I think that would be way cool. I really like the details on Siren though. That's really pretty. Interesting with the Siren Pact. The casting time of this pack has been increased though still. I'm not really sure why. Like, the glamour effect is, like, cool. But I still feel like we could get the Flint Smoke rune's ability look to this pact. I think that would be really nice, actually. It's funny. Okay, that's pretty good. probably just do what I'm thinking. Well, is probably I will probably wrap up stream soon, and then I'll probably do one a little bit later this evening, and then probably just brush up a few more weapons and stuff for leveling. Let's do like maybe like one more wave, and then I'll probably head off for the afternoon. But it's been a decent run though. But just before I like finish off, we will do the wizard as well. I could probably just do a little bit more leveling later. Even though it's like nice doing it now, but I think let's just go get that wizard and see if we can get that last rune as well. I do want to bring along the greatsword as well. It's really, really fun, to be honest. Goodbye, Endless Glade. We will see you soon. Alright, let's have a look. That exit should be like pretty much like straight ahead and out the door, essentially. Yo, those fly plants sound really nice too. Nice. Bit of Quicksilver. We do like Quicksilver. So this is right near the wizard, which is perfecto. But I think just to expedite the process of this wizard being taken out, I'm going to be a little bit cheeky. So we've got 12 points, eh? So this is Siren, hey? I'm just gonna revamp Siren for a second. Alright. I'm actually going to continue using Siren, to be honest. I actually quite don't mind it. Sweet. Alright, the staggered defense on this is actually quite good too, which is nice. There is a Bedegar stag, so let's go get that as well. I can hear you, bud. Happy hunting. Alright, so that's the Garen Crown of Grace. Nice. Shame he didn't drop any other runes though. Yo, okay. I love burning the enemies with this. This greatsword is actually really fun. I really like this greatsword. Okay, the heavy attacks on this are really good. Hopefully we get the rare rune. That would be a nice way to finish off. And I've got max rank with the Silent Rose once again. Okie dokie. Alright, it does not seem that he wants to drop that. That is a-okay. Alright, so I think the last boss that we do have is the Mannequin King, but I don't think we did the Curlau. Bugger it. Oh, wait, did we do the Curler run? I don't think that we did. Oh well, let's just go do the Curler run, and then I'll finish up. Unfortunate that we didn't get the rune from the wizard, but might as well take advantage of it while we're here. I'm sure that the Dorito ship was going to show up, though. With Marta. The boats. I love how that arrow just got body blocked by the enemy. Is this... It is, okay. So this is a door open between the two different places, so that's good. Alright, so this door is open now, so that's good. Greatsword is savage. Its movement set is really, really good. It is very cool. And greatswords aren't usually my kind of style of play either. Have you played with a greatsword at all, Glad? If you haven't yet, that's fair. Yeah, the purity is very fun. I'm not gonna lie, it is very nice to play with. Yo, that does a double instance of damage? That's awesome. Just a swing away, Toshin. Very nice. So this guy doesn't drop mushrooms either. Okay. He just drops the cannonballs, basically. That's cool. The hand swing is very good. Bye, bud. That's hilarious. Alright. I'm curious, is that everyone in the board? I'm assuming it would be. Bear, what's going on? Sorry. So we had a very large raid yesterday. How'd that go? Yeah, I did. It was like 300 people or so, 400. Yeah, it was really good. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, I'm just like off my own little world. That's probably not the best thing to be doing. But yeah, it was really good. I got to hang out with a lot of people, to be honest. Sarah Loves Archery decided to do a raid on me. She gets me every time. I don't know how, but she does. But I truly, like, fully appreciate it, though. But yeah, it was really good. We got to talk about, like, a whole bunch of the different runes in the game, etc. Like, yeah, there's still so much to unpack, especially within the whole entire game, really. There's lots of different things. I've finally picked up the Flit Smoke rune. It's basically like Ash from Warframe. You basically just do like your smoke bomb, but every single kill that you get with it, it just extends the timer and refreshes it. So you can basically just stay invisible forever, which is insane. It's probably the best rune, I'd say, in the game that we have at the moment. There's a few other runes that I haven't actually tried yet. For the most part, I've got predominantly all of them, minus a few. So I think there's one other magical rune, and one other... I think it's for the the bow, I'm pretty sure. So I think we've pretty much just like done like a whole run of all of the bosses minus maybe 3 bosses. So there's the Mendicant King left, and 2 other bosses. One in the Glades area, which I assume that we could probably even go here and do it. Which is the Imp boss, and then I think there's also one other boss in the Neathans area. So, but I think I'm pretty much going to wrap up stream though, to be honest. But now, because it's just hitting 3 hours just now. So I'm going to go like have a bit of a break, have a bit of a stretch and whatever. And then I'm going to jump back on a little bit later tonight. And then just do a bit more of a run, I think then. Which will be really nice. But I also have been playing a lot with the greatsword from the Mendicant King, which has been phenomenal. It's a very cool looking weapon, and I really like its art style of hits, the way that it moves. Like, it's a very, very cool sword. So I was able to farm that up from the Mendicant King. So I'm very glad it made its way into the game, to be honest. So it was very good. Alright, who is shooting me? You are. Okay. Can I get up there? Or is that done? I guess I could just go murder him. Which I'm gonna go do that now. I've certainly been in Cogah for a very long time today. But that would basically be the whole sword in a nutshell. So it's got some pretty like powerful moves to it as well. Also, Glath, thank you very much for that run as well. I'll probably pop off for a little while, but I probably will return a little bit later this evening. And thank you very much for the run on the Glades too. That was actually really well worth it. We've gotten some pretty decent experience out of all that. Leveling too, which was really nice. The Paragon, I have not really leveled that much. This is the like rare item from like the Paragon Pact. Oh, you're going to bed? Alright, dude. Thank you very much. It was awesome like hanging out too. So if you're keen to like come hang out again, I pretty much have like most like the links in like through the channel name as well on YouTube as well. If not, I do have the Discord etc in there for you as well. So, I would probably say, overall, like, the whole run has actually been pretty good, so. But yeah, I'm definitely going to take, like, a little breaky break as well, so. I will probably, be back, I would probably say in about 2.5 hours, at least. So yeah, I think, lovely to see you in, chat bear as well, and, I'll see you guys in about 2.5 hours, so. Be good, rehydrate, do all the good stuff, and yeah, I will see you guys that is shortly. Ciao for now.